This episode of Hard News is brought to you by ScrewAttack PAX East Pub Crawl. Going to PAX East this weekend? Everyone is invited Saturday night to come hang. Get more details by going to the link in the description. I'm Sam, and this is Hard News for Thursday, April 10th, 2014. Sean is off doing PAX and stuff like that. I'm here without a jacket because fuck the police. Late last night, Sony Online Entertainment announced a new game called H1Z1. You may have guessed by the random Z inside the name that it's about zombies, and you're right. H1Z1 is Sony Online Entertainment's answer to DayZ, Rust, and all the open world survival games that are on the market. Normally I'd tell you all about it and how wonderful it looks and yada yada, but fuck that. It's really big and all it's doing is copying all the other guys. So why don't we go check out a game called The Forest, because honestly, that deserves its share of the spotlight way more than this H1Z1 game does. Although it looks pretty slick. Have you ever wanted to go to a tropical island with some of your friends, some few favorite video game characters, and maybe celebrities, and I don't know, maybe just to take a bunch of drugs and see what kind of crazy shit happens? Well, thanks to Nintendo's new 3DS game, Tomodachi Life, you can. Kinda. There may not be an ample supply of mushrooms or LSD, but after watching Nintendo's 10-minute video on Tomodachi Life, I can certainly tell you that there is something in the water. Tomodachi Life allows you to throw a bunch of your Miis on an island and then have, well, them do pretty much anything. But it seems like the focus is on strange love triangles involving Iwata. Seriously, the game looks weird as balls, and I can't wait until my Mii builds up the courage to ask virtual Sarah Jean Underwood to date at Chad and Craig's super awesome island wedding. So, being gamers, I'm sure you guys have heard of the ET landfill, yeah? Well, it's finally going to be confirmed on April 26th, according to Microsoft. If you don't know the story, let me fill you in. ET on the Atari 2600 was a giant piece of shit, and as humans will have the habit, we throw our shit into a giant hole in the ground. Rumors have it that is exactly what Atari did with the 5 million copies of unsold ET cartridges. They threw them in the ground. And now, 25 years later, for whatever reason, people really just want to dig that shit up and see if, well, it's actually there. Stay tuned, Internet. If we're lucky, we may find a civilization of cartridge people. Or maybe just real shit, because that'd still be better than 5 million copies of ET. I'm Sam, and that was Hard News. Still want to watch more stuff on the internet? Well, go check out John's review of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero. It's very entertaining, and John did it, who's behind the camera, which you can't see, but I'm looking deeply into his soul. Yeah. Makes me want barbecue sauce. I learned how to be sexually explicit with just my lips by doing an HR class about sexual harassment. He said, don't lick your lips at people. Do we need anything else? Do you just want me to talk?